All right, these past 2 weeks have been absolutely crazy, but we are finally back on a good routine. So I think it's finally time we make another video. Today's video is going to be about how to make lead magnets. I know I'm sharing a lead magnet right now, so it's kind of funny that I'm doing this, but I get asked all the time how I make these things and what I should make them about. So if you are any kind of person who sells any info online whatsoever, you can use this framework that I'm making and I'm showing you right now to make lead magnets that help convert and help viewers trust you more and eventually buy your stuff. So without further ado, let's get straight into it, shall we? Okay, so this is, in my opinion, the perfect lead magnet creation process, or this is at least what we do that's worked for us. Okay. This SOP outlines the exact process for creating lead magnets that attract premium qualified prospects for high-ticket coaching, consulting, and all service-based offers. And I would say the range is around 3K to 15K plus. Now, you need to be of the belief, firstly, that a lead magnet isn't just a freebie, but it's a strategic filter that attracts your ideal clients, pre-frames your authority, and sets up an easy transition into your paid offer. Now, most high-ticket offer owners create lead magnets wrong, and you are most likely one of them. They tend to give away super generic PDFs that attract tire kickers and people who simply want free value with no further intention. This goal of this document is to show you how to create lead magnets that book calls with people who are ready and who are actually able to invest. Now, with that being said, if you do find this information valuable and you are in need of a team to help you break past your current revenue plateau, please book a call here, and I will also link down our calendar in the description below to get a free audit of your business to see if it makes sense to work with us or work together. So without further ado, I've said it 3 times, let's jump right in. Why do most lead magnets fail and why yours probably won't? These are the 3 fatal mistakes. Mistake number 1 is they solve the wrong problem. Most high-ticket offer owners build lead magnets around what they want to talk about, not what their prospects are actively searching for right now. Here's an example of what not to do. The complete guide to building a 7-figure coaching business. Why is this wrong? Well, it's too broad, it's overwhelming, and it's not actionable whatsoever. Here is what works instead. The 3 hidden bottlenecks keeping you stuck at 30K per month and how to fix them in 30 days. Why does this work? Well, your lead magnet should address a specific urgent pain point to your ICP that they're experiencing right now that naturally leads to your paid solution. For example, this is a lead magnet that specifically solves your problem of making bad lead magnets in the hopes it will teach you to make more effective ones. Mistake number 2 is they attract the wrong people. Now, when you make your lead magnet too generic or too beginner friendly, you attract people who aren't ready to invest in high ticket help. So here's an example of what not to do. How to get your first coaching client, which this obviously just attracts very broke beginners. Here's what to do instead. How to raise your prices to 5K plus without losing clients. This attracts established prospects with revenue already. The fix here is your lead magnet should qualify prospects by speaking directly to people at a specific stage of business and implicitly disqualifying those who aren't ready. Now, mistake number 3 is there's no clear bridge to your offer. Your lead magnet gives away value, but it ends abruptly. There's no clear next step or natural reason for them to actually book a call with you. Here's an example of what not to do. Making a lead magnet about Instagram growth hacks when the paid offer is high-ticket business consulting. The reason and the result is something that is disconnected. But here's what works instead. Making a lead magnet about why your business won't scale without fixing the pricing first. When the offer is done for you pricing and positioning overhaul, there is a clear direct connection there. The fix is your lead magnet should diagnose a problem that your paid offer solves. It should leave them thinking, okay, I understand the problem now, but I actually need help implementing the solution. And here is a lead magnet framework, in my opinion, a 5-step process that I've created for you. Step 1 is identify the exact problem your ICP is obsessing over, and this is arguably the most important step. Your lead magnet should be specific, urgent, and connected to your paid offer. But now you actually have to find the right problem your ICP is actually obsessing over. So here's how you can do that with a couple different options. The first option is option A, mine your sales calls. What objections do your prospects bring up repeatedly? What is the main reason they haven't hit their revenue goals? What do they wish they knew 6 months ago? Option B is to survey your audience. Ask your email list if you have one. What's your biggest challenge with your current niche or topic right now? Post in your Instagram stories. What's keeping you stuck at this revenue level? Or run a poll on your Instagram stories as well. Which would help you more, A or B? And it can also be done, as I said, through Instagram stories too. Option C is reverse engineering your offer. What's the first step in your paid program? What belief shift needs to happen before someone invests with you? What problem does your offer solve that people don't realize they even have in the first place? Here are some examples for high-ticket coaches. Why you're undercharging and how to fix it without losing clients. or the 3 bottlenecks keeping you stuck at 30K per month, or how to book 10 plus sales calls per week without paid ads. Okay. Step 2 is choosing the right format for maximum conversions. Not all lead magnets are created equal, and that should be very obvious. The format matters highly because different formats signal different levels of commitment and value the prospect can receive. So the lead magnet format hierarchy from lowest to highest perceived value is the following. Tier 1, PDFs and checklists. Good for cold traffic and very easy to create. Best for quick wins, frameworks, or diagnostic tools. And you can use them when running paid ads to cold audiences, where you need something fast to start building your lead magnet or your email lists, and you want to test a concept before investing more time into that concept. A couple of examples could be the 50K per month business audit checklist or the leaky bucket framework. If you want this, comment bucket on my Instagram, and I'll send that to you. Or 10 questions to ask before scaling your offer. And pro tip, make it visually branded and professional, like the one I'm sharing with you right now. An ugly PDF or just a Google Doc screams, I don't value quality and extreme disorganization. Okay, tier 2, video trainings, better for warm traffic and higher perceived value. They're best for teaching a specific framework and establishing authority on camera. And you can use these when you're comfortable on video, you want to build personal connection pre-call, and you're teaching something that benefits from visual explanation. A couple of examples are the 15-minute premium positioning masterclass, how I scaled 3 clients to 100K in 90 days with the full breakdown, and the pricing framework that doubled my revenue. The length of these videos should be 10 to 20 minutes ideally, short enough to finish, but long enough to deliver extensive perceived value. Pro tip, include a CTA at the end, and here's my own CTA. If you want help implementing this, book a call here. Okay, tier 3, not 4. Tier 3, multi-part email courses, and these are best for deep indoctrination and very high engagement. Building trust over time or pre-framing your methodology. So you can use these when you have a clear framework or process to teach. You want to nurture leads over 5 to 7 days before pitching them, and your offer is very complex and needs more education. A couple of examples are the 5-day magnet method challenge, or 7 days to premium positioning, or even the high-ticket offer blueprint, the email series version. Structure, 1 email per day, teaching 1 concept, building toward your paid offer. And a pro tip would be, each email should end with a soft call to action. Ready to implement this faster? Book a call. Now tier 4, live workshops or webinars. These have the highest conversion by far, but they do take the most effort. These are best for immediate sales and high-touch engagement. Now you can use these when you're very confident selling on live calls or presentations. You have experience with that already. You want to book calls or close deals during the training, and you have a proven offer and testimonials ready. A couple of examples for these could be the 50K per month business scaling workshop, or how to double your prices without losing clients, the live training, or the magnet method masterclass. Okay, the length of these should be ideally 45 to 90 minutes with education, like a ton of value being perceived, Q&As at the end, and also eventually pitching to your own offer. I don't recommend going over 90 minutes. 90 minutes is kind of the threshold where a lot of people tend to leave if they are very engaged. And less than 45, it's very difficult to deliver both value and give Q&As and also pitch them at the end. Okay. Pro tip, always pitch at the end. Even if it's a free workshop, your time has value, so please make an effort to make an offer. I'm sure you want to do that anyway, so that shouldn't even be an issue. By the way, if you do need help building and running a webinar, please book a call here if you have this document ready available. We'll build you the funnel, set up the backend infrastructure, run traffic to it, and even monitor and manage it in live time. So, are you wondering which format you should use? If your situation is just starting, you need to build email lists fast. You have PDFs and checklists that are best available to you. If you have some kind of audience and you want to establish authority, video trainings are probably the best option. If you have some kind of warm audience and you want to nurture these audiences over time, an email course is pretty good. And if you have a proven offer ready to sell immediately or a large budget to drive cold traffic, a live workshop or a webinar is really good too. Okay, make sure you start simple. You need to prioritize quality, and you can always upgrade tiers later. Remember, a great PDF beats a mediocre webinar every single time. Step 3, structure your lead magnet for maximum value without giving away all of the sauce. This is the balance every high-ticket offer owner struggles with. Giving away too little, the result is no trust, no value, and no calls booked. But if you give away too much, the prospects think, I can do this by myself. There's no need to hire you. If you teach them how to implement it, they're not going to work with you. If you teach them what it is and why it works and all these things without teaching implementation, that is the incentive to actually work with you. Okay? The golden rule here, your lead magnet should diagnose the problem and reveal the framework, but leave the implementation to your paid offer. However, if I had to choose to either giving away too little or giving away too much, I would always pick the latter, always give away too much, Don't worry about giving away too much, but do worry about giving away too little. And this is the three-part structure. Okay, part one is the problem. Your goal is to make the prospects realize they have a problem they didn't fully understand. And you can do this with starting with a common misconception or a mistake your ICP faces. Explain why that mistake is keeping them stuck, and use data, stories, or examples to make it real and back your claim. For example, for coaches stuck at $30K per month. Most coaches think scaling means hiring a sales team and running paid ads. But here's what actually happens. They spend $10K on ads, hire a closer for $5K per month, and 90 days later, they're still stuck at $30K, except now their margins are half what they were. Why? Because they're trying to fill a leaky bucket. The real bottlenecks aren't traffic or sales, but the terrible pricing, positioning, and infrastructure. Fix those first, then scale. And here's what that does when you actually do that, okay? It reframes the prospect's understanding of the problem. It positions you as someone who gets it because you are one step or more, ahead of them, and it makes them curious about the solution. Part two is the framework. Your goal is to give the prospects a clear roadmap of what needs to happen without teaching them how to execute each step. And here's how this works. Number one, introduce your signature framework or methodology. Then, break it into 3 to 5 clear steps or pillars. And then finally, explain why each step matters, but don't go deep into implementation. Here's an example. To scale past $50K per month without burning out, you need to fix 3 things in this order. Pricing. You're probably undercharging by 2 to 3x. Until you fix this, you'll need too many clients to hit your goals and burn out trying. Number 2 is positioning. If your prospects don't see you as the obvious choice, they will shop on price, meaning they'll just make your entire thing a monopoly, or a what's the word for that? You know exactly what I'm talking about. I hope. It's been a long night, so I apologize. Premium positioning means you attract clients who are pre-sold on working with you. Number 3 is infrastructure. Without systems, SOPs, and automation, every new client adds too much for you to handle. You need a business that holds more water before you pour more in. Fix the foundation, then scale. Here's what this does. It gives the prospects clarity on the path forward, establishes your unique methodology, and leaves them thinking, okay, I understand what to do, but how do I actually implement this? Then they should have no choice but to at least become interested in your offer as long as you've made it known. And part 3 is the next step. Your goal is to make the call to action feel like the natural next step, not a pushy sales pitch. And you can do this by acknowledging that implementation is the hard part, position your paid offer as the shortcut or the accelerated path, and give them a clear call to action with low friction. For example, now you know what's keeping you stuck. The question is how fast do you want to fix this? You could figure this out on your own over the next 6 to 12 months through trial and error, or you could hire a professional team to do it all for you. This could include a complete pricing overhaul, premium positioning, infrastructure build-out, an optimized funnel, and running paid traffic, all done for you on a performance basis. If you're doing 10 to 30K per month, ready to break past your annoying revenue plateau and finally hit 100K plus months, book a free call here with the link. What this does, it presents your offer as the logical solution, creates urgency, and gives a low-pressure call to action. Here is the full recap over everything we just covered. Okay, number 1 is the hook and problem intro to grab attention and surface pain. Number 2, why this problem exists, reframing their understanding. Number 3, the framework and solution, 3 to 5 steps explained at a high level. Why implementation is hard, building urgency for help. And number 5, the bridge to your offer, the call to action to book a call. The total length of these things I talked about before: PDFs, 5 to 10 pages, videos, 10 to 20 minutes, email courses, 5 to 7 emails, and webinars, 45 to 90 minutes. Okay, step 4, create a high converting landing page. If your lead magnet is only as good as the page that delivers it, your lead magnet is only as good as the page that delivers it. Even the best lead magnet will flop if the landing page doesn't convert. If you want the exact VSL funnel structure that has helped our clients collect over 8 figures in cash collected, grab it here. Step 5, set the follow-up sequence. This is where the magic happens. Most coaches stop at here's your lead magnet, but that is a huge mistake that will bite you in the ass down the line. The real conversion happens in the follow-up. Your email sequence should nurture, educate, and naturally lead to a call booking, if that is your goal, of course. To get our exact 7-day high-value indoctrination email sequence, book a call here with me, and we'll implement it for you if you are a fit. Okay. Now, here is your success checklist for your lead magnet. Before you launch, make sure you have all of these things. You can go through this yourself. Okay. And if you want this checklist and document for yourself, DM me Magnet on my Instagram at Josh S. Klein. Bonus: how to promote your lead magnet with organic and paid. Creating the lead magnet is half the battle, but now you need to get it in front of your ICP. Okay. So here are a couple of organic promotion strategies. Number 1 is Instagram stories, kind of like a 3 to 5 slide sequence. Slide 1 is the hook. Slide 2 to 3 is agitating the problem. 3 to 4 is teasing the solution. 4 to 5 is social proof or testimonials, which are optional. And 5 to 6 could be the call to action. If you do this, keep in mind, be consistent, but they don't push too much on the call to action. Number 2 is just an Instagram feed post, a carousel post, with the final slide being the call to action. Make sure you use an engaging hook in the caption, followed by a couple of lines of value. Number 3 is a YouTube video. Record a 10 to 15 minute video going through the lead magnet content. Pin a comment to download the pull PDF here in the link in the description or the comment section, or simply link it in the description alone. And add a call to action in the video, link in description to grab the full breakdown. Number 4 is your email list. Subject could be something like, I made you something free. Body could be explaining that what the lead magnet is, why you made it, and who it's for. And the call to action is just a link to the landing page. Even if people are already on your list, getting it behind all the opt-ins lets you segment and trigger the nurture sequence. And number 5, the bonus plus is a LinkedIn post or X post if your ICP is there. Okay, write a thought leadership post touching on the lead magnet topic, not just AI slop nonsense, or a post repurposing or inspiration from others, but real thought leadership. End with, for example, I created a free guide breaking down the step-by-step comment guide, and I will send it over. Now you're probably wondering, what are some paid promotion strategies? The first one is obviously meta ads, okay? The objective here is lead generation with the audience targeting your ICP. The creative, is a video or static ad teasing the value inside. The budget I'd recommend starting with is only 10 to 20 bucks a day. Ideally $100 a day for like a lot of offers, but a lead magnet, it's basically free if you think about it. So start with 10 to 20 bucks a day and go from there. Scale what works. Number 2 is retargeting ads. Run ads to people who already visited your website or engaged with you in the past 180 days but didn't opt in. Remind them to grab the free lead magnet and lower the cost per lead since they're already warm. It should already be lowered. And if you're wondering what happens next after they download, don't just send a lead magnet and disappear. Remember, the goal is to warm them up and call to action them for your offer, so do this instead. The 30-day follow-up plan. Week 1, a 7-day high-value indoctrination email sequence. Weeks 2 to 4, weekly email or weekly value emails. And then this keeps kind of going down with providing continuous value, sharing more stories, including the call to action to book a call in every other email. And make sure you just keep nurturing them with weekly content and periodically invite them personally to book a call through Instagram DMs or hyper-personalized emails, like letters, for example. And keep in mind, for a pro tip, tag people based on what lead magnet they downloaded. Let's say this lets you send hyper-relevant follow-ups, and I highly recommend using Kit for this. Now, here is how to measure success and what key metrics you should track for these lead magnets. Okay, number 1 is landing page metrics, conversion rate, and traffic sources. For email metrics, could be open rate, click rate, and call booking rate. For business metrics, could be cost per lead, lead to customer rate, and the ROI. And what you should optimize is, if the landing page conversion is low, test headline, bullets, or simplify the form. If the email open rate is low, test subject lines and deliverability. If the click rate is low, improve the email copy or call to actions. And if no one books calls, bridge to the offer might be weak, or you might be targeting the wrong audience here. Now, if you believe you might be targeting the wrong audience, book a call here to work with me, and we can help you dial this in. So here are my final thoughts. The lead magnet is not the product. The lead magnet is a filter. It attracts the right people, educates them, builds trust, and sets an easy transition to your paid offer. The lead magnet is just an entry point, so do not overthink it. Create something valuable, promote it consistently, and focus on converting leads into calls and then eventually calls into clients. So here are your next 10 steps. This week, number 1, choose your lead magnet using step 1, then pick your format. Number 3, outline the content using the 3-part structure, then create the lead magnets, and again, aim for like 80% done. It does not need to be 100% perfect. After that, build the landing page, then write the 7-day email sequence. After that, number 7, launch organically, then track the metrics and optimize those metrics, scale what's working, and then book calls and close those deals. Now you've got the blueprint, now go build it. And if you want help implementing this faster, building your lead magnets, or setting up your funnel and turning it into a consistent call booking machine, book a call here. Let's turn your expertise into a client acquisition system. And if you want more resources, follow me at JoshSClient on Instagram, DM me Magnet on my Instagram to get access to this document, subscribe to my YouTube, like, comment with any questions. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, bye-bye.